Hi students. So in introduction class we just learned what is C language and what is the importance of that, and today we learn about the history of C language. Why it is called C. Okay, history of C language. Right. So initially at first 1960s, ALGO, ALGOL, ALGO. So assembly language. It's an assembly language introduced with some instructions in at 1960s. After then adding some features at 1967, so it developed BCPL language. BCPL language means Basic Common Programming Language. This is also used to summary days. After 1970s, so B is introduced. So its name. So after updating ALGOL, BCPL introduced after updating, and updating means adding some features. So it is called as B language. But so these are just important, not shake any word. After some years, which means that 1972, after 2 years of introducing B language, so at Bell Laboratories, Dennis Ritchie introduced some features adding to B. It is called C. Then all the world shaken. Why? Because so many features are added. So when C language introduced at 1972 at Bell Laboratories, Dennis Ritchie introduced. And next, adding some features, 1978, K and RC is called, but it is called as not K and RC, C is called. So it popular like C language. 1989, so ANSI C. So it is called at 1989. It is called as ANSI, which means that American National Standard of Institution ఆమోదించింది. సి లాంగ్వేజ్ని ఆమోదించింది అంటే వరల్డ్ వైడ్ ఇది పాపులర్ అయిపోయింది. అందరూ అందరూ యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు, ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ చేయొచ్చు. అండ్ 1990s ANSI and also ISO so declared C language completely. So it has so many features. So actually C is a general purpose structured language, and C is originally developed at 1972 by Dennis Ritchie. So by Dennis Ritchie introduces this C language, where AT&T Laboratory, AT&T Bell Laboratories in America. Okay, next. So this is about the history of C language. Very simple history. But so C is a mother language. I already told that. History of C language. See, initially, we know before 1960s also we have some languages. We used some languages like COBOL, Fortran, like that. But C is basic language and C understandable language. Why? Because it is a structured language. It supports the modularity of the program. It is highly portable, and it has some features of arrays like that. It supports some features. That's why C is very popular. So initially 1960s it is called that language is just assembly language, ALGO language. After the 1967 adding some features on ALGO, it is called BCPL language. BCPL means Basic Common Programming Language. It is also used after the 1970s. B is introduced, but at 1972 Dennis Ritchie introduced C language. Why it is very popular? It has so many features. That's why it is popular, not these. C is very popular, and where it is introduced? AT&T Laboratory. Okay, this is about history of C, and now we know about basic elements involved in C language. Understand this history? So you just remember that C language introduced by Dennis Rich at the AT&T Laboratory at 1972. That's one the major thing. Next, elements of C language. Elements of C. This is important, and this is the introduction. Okay, right. The elements of C language is also called C tokens. C tokens. Whenever, if you want to learn a language, we have to know the basic points in it. Same as like in C also. If you want to start C language, and if you want to do programming with C language, we have to know the basic elements in C. So the first basic elements involved in C are we called as C tokens. C tokens means, right. So what are the C tokens? One by one I will tell you. First one, keywords. Keywords of, we have to learn what are the keywords. Keywords in C. And next one, what is identifier? And next is constants. So first one, keywords. Second one is identifiers. Third one is constants. So fourth one is strings. Fifth one is special symbols. So these are all the primary elements to develop a C programming. Special symbols. And next is operators. One by one we have to learn operators. Okay. Sixth one. See what are the C tokens? So C tokens, first one in C tokens we have to learn what are the keywords involved in. So we have 32 keywords. These keywords, 32 keywords we call tokens also. So by using these tokens we develop easily C program. And next, identifiers. So using the keywords will introduce the identifiers. Next, constant, strings, special symbols, operators, one by one will learn. So what is mean by keyword? Okay, so C can define by predefined or reserved keywords, which means that Dennis Rich already designed some keywords, just we use that keywords only. Okay, so that is we called as reserved keywords also. What are those keywords? Okay, keywords, what are those? Some I will tell you, like auto. Okay, auto, int, float, double like long, struct. Next, switch. These are all reserved keywords, and we call we also it is called predefined, which means that these are all already defined keywords. We just used in program. That's only thing. So float means it is a whenever you want to point values, we want to use point values, and we have to give some memory to that. Use float. So whenever you have to declare some integer values, use int like that. And some switch, struck, auto, break statement, else. These are all like, this is just 9 words. Okay, so like this we have 32 keywords. 32 keywords. One by one In program we learn. So auto, double, int, struct, break, else, long, switch, case, enum, cas, case, enum. Okay, register, we just used in program only. Register, type def, so char, short, unsigned. These are all predefined keywords. 32 keywords is there. So do if static while like that. Next, what are the identifiers? See, these are keywords, 32 keywords. So if you want, for example, you don't know program, right? For example, I am telling just example program. Okay, for example, main, how to start a program. So see, program begin with main function and brace. So now here we introduce some variables, int, like int space a. This is a variable, this is a keyword. Okay, so this line is called a declaration part, and this is a declaration part. This is a variable, this is keyword. We are using keyword. Data type, this is called data type. How many data types we have? So I will tell a chart. So int is a data type and this is a variable. So this is called as a keyword. Okay, which means that here, okay, I am telling data types. Data types I will tell. Okay, data types. What are the data types we have? We have int, float, char. Int means signed, unsigned, signed, unsigned. Float also signed, unsigned. Char means we will declare some characters or letters. తర్వాత double, next is double, and next wait a minute. Okay, data types, so many data types we have. Int, float, char, double, long int, short int, like that. And what are the data types? Okay, how much memory we have to allocate this variable? Okay, how much memory we have to allocate this memory? In computer, basically in computer, memory is there. So computer memory is there. We are doing some program. Okay, so and introducing some variables, which means that based on this data type we have to allocate some memory. How? This is a memory. This is a memory. Okay, this is a variable. By name of variable a, we are creating some memory. How much memory, how much space you are allocating, that decides data type. If you declare as integer, it occupies 2 bytes. Okay, 2 bytes means 1 byte means 8 bits. 2 bytes means 16 bits. Understand? So in computer, we know some size, which means that, for example, now a computer 64 GB, will talk about the memory like 64 GB, 32 GB. In mobile also we have the memory 32 GB, 64 GB. Like, what is that? See, for example, if you take 2 GB memory, means 2 into 1024 MB, right? Means 2 into 1024 MB means 1024 KB, right? Means 2 into 1024 into 1024 into 1024 bytes, right? Okay, like this you have this much of memory in your computer. Even when 2 GB, I just expanded 2 GB only. So based on your computer, maybe that is 32 GB, maybe that is 64 GB, you just expand this. So 2 into 1024 MB, 2 into 10 to MB means KB, 1024 KB, KB means 1024 bytes. So bytes means 2 into 1024 into 1024 into 1024 into, if it is 8 bits compiler memory, so 1024 into 1024 into 8. Okay, 8 bits of memory. So this much of memory you have. In that, if you use data types, if you use int type, how much memory for the variable will create? 2 bytes. 2 bytes means, see this, if it is 2 bytes of memory, 2 bytes of memory, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. Okay na? Right, see this one, see this one, which means that 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 square, 2 cube, 2 power 4, 2 power 5, 2 power 6, 2 power, okay, I will give neat explanation. See here, just note main. Okay, so start of the program and int. I am telling about the data types. If it is int, it is a data type. Data type means what type of the data you are declaring. That is tell by data type. We have so many data types. What are those? What are those? Int. So in int, short int, long int is there. Alage signed, unsigned, float, double. So float or double means long double also we have. So next is char. So these are the basically primary data types. Understand? Basic predefined data types: int, float, double, char. Okay, in these also we have short int, long int. So float is there, signed, unsigned, double is there, char is there. So I am talking about int. If it is memory allocation, so in your computer memory is there. So computer capacity, maybe your computer's capacity may be 64 GB like that, 32 GB like that. I am just telling about if it is 2 GB, you can just expand this 2 into 1024 MB into that is again expand 2 into 1024 into 1024 into KB, right? This is KB. So again expand this 2 into 1024 into 1024 into 8 bits. This much of memory, or in this is the capacity of this much of bits. 2 into 1024 into 1024 into again 20 again 1024, sorry, 1024 into 8. So this much of memory you have in your computers like that. This is about the memory. And I am telling, if it is you declare, if you use int data type, it occupies 2 bytes. It occupies 2 bytes. How? Like here, see. If you declare int space a with semicolon, immediately in your computer 2 bytes of memory allocated. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16, right? Ante 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 square, 2 cube, 2 power 4, 2 power 5, 2 power 6, 2 power 7, 2 power 8, 2 power 9, 2 power 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so this much if you declare int data type with a variable, e variable name though, a is a variable name. So A is a variable name. So how much memory it created? This much of memory. If you again A is equal to 10, define, assign a value 20. That memory 20 is stored in this memory allocation. So A is a variable. What type of data it is? Int type. That's why created 2 bytes of memory. Okay. So if total memory, so what is that? 2 bytes means 65,000. So 32,767 plus 32,767. Right, this much of memory, 65,534. If you enable all this, right, if you enable all this, how much you can store, how much range you can store? 65,534. This is plus, right, positive value. So if you calculate 2 power 15, if you calculate, this is you got, means that this range of number you can store the capacity, but it gives minus plus. That means that this range is minus 32,768 to plus 32,767. So this is actually, if it is signed, this variable is signed, ప్లస్ ఆర్ మైనస్ ని మనం డిక్లేర్ చేయాలనుకుంటే అప్పుడు మనం స్టోర్ చేయాల్సింది minus 32,768 to plus 32,767. This much of range memory you can store using int. Understand? So if it is 20 means 20 ఎలా చేయాలి? 20 ని స్టోర్ చేయాలి అంటే 2 తో డివిజన్ చేయండి, 2 10s. సో ఇక్కడ మీరు ఏం చేయాలంటే 2 10s 20, రిమైండర్, ఓకే, 0, 2 5s 0, 2 2s are, రిమైండర్ 1, 2 1s are, రిమైండర్ 0. So which means that 0 0 1 0 1, 2 power 0, 2 power 1, sorry, 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 square, 2 cube, 2 power 4. 2 power 4 means 16 plus 2 square means 2 power 4 means 16 plus 2 square means 4. How that is? So that means that you enable just 2 power 4, remaining all zeros. 2 power 1, remaining all zeros. Okay. So this is how to declare a variable and what are the data types. I hope you will clear. So we just discussing about introduction, lot of elements, one by one I will tell. So what is the history of C? What is the history of C? So C is introduced by Dennis Ritchie in AT&T Bell Laboratories, America, then in the year of 1972. That is important. And next, C tokens, basic elements of C language. So these are the elements, basic elements: keywords, identifiers, constants, strings, special symbols, operators. Okay. So what are the keywords? Keywords are predefined elements or preserved keywords, which means that Dennis Ritchie already developed some predefined keywords like auto, float, switch, int, double break, long struct, switch, else, sorry, a number, register, char, short, unsigned, like that 32 keywords is there. And next is how it is used. In that only some keywords I am telling. So these are we called as data types. What is data type? So if you start a program, develop a program, we have to introduce some variables, declare what type of the data it is. It tells by data type. So we have so many data types like integer, float, char, double, long int, like that. So int is a data type. What is meaning in that? So if it is A is a variable, you can create with name A, you can create memory in your computer. Basic information of memory. This is how the memory range. And if you create name A is a variable name, and immediately you will create a memory for that. What type of memory he created? It tells by data type. If it is int 2 bytes, float 4 bytes, char 1 byte, double 8 bytes, like that, create a memory. So int is a int only stores integer values, not point values. Float, it can store int type and also point values. Char is to store only letters, only letters like A, B, like that, or string or strings also, some names like that. And double stores 8 bytes of memory. Like this we have data types is there. So how to for you take one simple example, int A, which means int is a data type. How much of memory it creates? 2 bytes of memory. So what is meaning in that? So integer means data type, memory, how much range. If you enable all this, which means that if you calculate 2 power 15 into 2 power 14 into 2 power like that, so the range is 65,534. With this much range value you can store in 2 bytes. That is the meaning. And you can store plus and minus value. If it is a signed variable, it starts with minus 32,768 to plus 32,765. This is the range. And this is today class, what is data type and what is the meaning in it, data types, and so many we can tell. Next, what is the float, what is the char, how many bytes it occupy. Okay, next class we'll do that. Thank you.